The show is about to start. Make sure you remember these words.
My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor.
Hey guys, Mr. Pokey here, back with another video. Today's content is going to be pretty interesting, where I summarized the version 1.3 special program livestream 2 days ago, along with some of my thoughts regarding the content we are about to receive. This is something new I'm experimenting with, where it essentially is a podcast-ish video, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy my voice. Without further ado, let's get into today's content. Here is the grand summary of version 1.3 for my viewers. Story-wise, we will explore the continuation of the main story after Fantalia left off. Is Ting Yun ditched? Will Space China arc finally come to a close? Who is Aha? Why is Dale such a daddy? Hopefully, we get some answers to these questions with the main story progression. For the two new banners, with Imbibitor Lunae, or Dale, with Yukong, Asta, and March as their 4-star banner, for the first 3 weeks of version 1.3 from 30th August to 20th September, assuming it is 3 weeks. Next, we have Xuan with Lynx, Hook, Pella from 20th September to 11th October. Lynx is also our latest 4-star abundance unit, so players without any 5-star healers can finally rejoice if they are lucky with Xuan's banner. Dale's light cone, Brighter Than the Sun, and Xuan's light cone, She Already Shut Her Eyes, will also be released with their banner, though we do not know their effects from the livestream. For Imbibitor Lunae, or Dale, he is a 5-star imaginary destruction unit. While we do not have his multipliers, his entire kit revolves around using his skill to enhance his basic attack up to 3 times to deal tons of damage, and players can decide how many stages of enhancement he can receive. This is seen from his skill, which enhances the effect of the basic attack up to 3 times, and each enhancement deals more damage and more hits than the previous. His ultimate functions like Blade, where he deals high damage to a main target and some damage to adjacent targets, as well as giving him stacks of Squama Sacrosancta, which doubles as skill points for Dale to enhance his basic attacks without skill point cost. His talent amplifies damage based on the number of hits per action, and the number of hits is directly correlated with his enhancement stacks, meaning the more stacks there are, the more damage it will deal. Lastly, his technique transforms him into a literal drifting dragon to lunge forward while traversing in the open world, and entering battle in this state grants Squama Sacrosancta again. Yes, this does make him go a lot faster. For Xuan, she is a 5-star quantum preservation unit. While we do not have her multipliers, her entire kit revolves around reducing damage taken for the entire team, as well as providing some team-wide heals and buffs. Her skill activates the Matrix of Pursuance for a set number of turns, which allows Xuan to absorb a percentage of damage taken by the allies. Matrix of Pursuance also grants allies max HP and crit rate via the Knowledge effect. Her ultimate deals AoE quantum damage and increases the frequency of her talent HP restoration. Speaking of talent, she applies Misfortune Avoidance to the entire team that reduces the damage they take. Also, when her HP drops below a certain percentage, Xuan will recover it instantly. Lastly, her technique creates a barrier when entering the battle, as well as activating her skill 1 time. Lastly for Lynx, she is a 4-star quantum abundance unit. While we do not have her multipliers, her entire kit revolves around healing and cleansing the entire team, as well as providing our first ever increased taunt value to destruction and preservation paths, making her synergy with Blade and Clara look extremely promising. This is seen from her skill, which increases the target's max HP as well as healing them. If the target belongs to a destruction or preservation path, they will also have an increased chance to be attacked, which is basically increasing their taunt value. Her ultimate is a team-wide heal and dispels 1 debuff on every single ally. Her talent applies a healing over time similar to Natasha's skill, and this healing over time will increase for allies targeted by her skill. Lastly, her technique grants all allies a healing over time at the start of the battle. So that is that for the 3 new units that we'll be receiving for version 1.3. Personally, I am much more interested in Dale compared to Xuan or Lynx, because unless they made the current content for Stario a lot more difficult where we have to rely on more healers and more sustained units, then units with roles to reduce the damage or increase healing for our team such as Xuan or Lynx will not have a very large impact, or at least for my account, right? I do want to experiment with new DPS units because so far DPS units are essentially the core of how you would go about playing your game. That said, I'm definitely still pulling for Xuan as well as hopefully Lynx so that I can test them out and provide to you guys the relevant content for you guys to enjoy. Moving on to the new content, we'll have a new map, Aurum Valley, a new menu UI skin, stickers for messaging, 2 new Ascension Material bosses, which are the Olumatron as well as the Monkey, presumably for Dale and Xuan. 4 new companion missions featuring Dale, March, Lynx as well as Luca. We also have an entirely new simulated universe content with the Beetle boss, as well as 5 new events lined up. quality of life changes such as stamina cap increase from 180 to 240, as well as the stamina reserve mechanic will also be added. Regarding the events, Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle looks to be similar to our previous Bellerbok Museum event, giving players a free Xuan upon completion. Space Station Task Force is essentially the beefed up version of our current assignments, which includes Stellar Jades. We will also have a double planar drop and a double Garden of Plenty drop, which covers experience, credits, and essential materials, similar to the ones we've had in the past. Finally, 10 special tickets daily login will also be provided in the name of Gift of the Odyssey, which is similar to our previous versions as well. One final thing which deserves a mention of its own, and arguably my favorite content so far, is the new Simulated Universe update, the Swarm Disaster. We will have an entirely new path of propagation, 2 times self-modeling resin after clearing everything, and a new Nihility light cone in Herta store. We have no idea how the gameplay will be like, but personally, I'm a huge Simulated Universe enjoyer, and I'm really glad that miHoYo is making more investments into this mode, especially when you consider that HSR's current content is rather limited after doing 30 out of 30 MOC stages. Clearing mobs and doing the current Simulated Universe is the only thing that players can do, and both of which can be fully autoed by most players at this point of time. So I am looking forward to this Simulated Universe update with extreme interest. Who knows, maybe Mr. Pokey can stream on Twitch more often with the new Simulated Universe content. So after watching everything, below are my personal opinions and expectations for version 1.3 and what is to come. Even though I'm pulling for both Dale and Fusion for the sake of content, I'm very interested to see what Dale can bring to the table, and CN Hype Watch for Dale will be coming very soon once the CN bros have finalized their thoughts regarding his kit. Currently, many players have extremely high expectations for Dale, some believing that he has the potential to surpass every other DPS we have seen so far, including Silly. Skill point management will definitely be a key concern when using him, as well as how well he functions while on auto battle. Fusion, on the other hand, looks like a solid preservation unit as well, offering not only durability but team-wide buffs such as crit rate, which is always valuable for any DPS. Fusion and Lynx release also opens the door for the potential Mono Quantum team, which has been discussed since version 1.0 because Silver Wolf can now implant Quantum Weakness to any enemy. Personally, I'm not really a believer of mono element in Honkai Star even if we have Silver Wolf, mainly because we just need our main DPS to be the right element. This will be discussed on another video, but for now, my expectations are not that high. The events and content of 1.3 looks extremely promising, especially the new Simulated Universe, and this was frankly a surprise to me, as I did not expect 1.3 to be one of, if not the biggest update we have seen so far. So cheers to miHoYo for developing so many things so consistently in every single patch. And that wraps it up for our version 1.3's livestream summary. Let me know if you guys like this new style of editing, as well as thought process down in the comments below. If anyone would like to join in on the daily HSR discussions, feel free to join my Discord, Pokey's Village, where we have a very active community eager to discuss HSR related content. If you guys would like to catch my stream, I'll be on twitch.tv/MrPokey, currently aiming to do it twice a week. And with that, we have come to the end of today's content, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.